This is Sean Plouffe from Hitterish.com. Today I want to talk about what's possible as a hitter. If we're going to study hitting mechanics and make ourselves the best hitter that we can possibly be, I think it's definitely beneficial to look at the best in the game and really get an idea for who the best hitting coaches in the world are and what they're teaching. So this is Matt Joyce. And I want to point out some of the swing changes that he's made, the positions that he gets to. So this position right in here, right before he swings the bat, I want you to look at his postures a little different. He's leaned forward more, but look at the arms and the bat, right? And this isn't just a home run kind of mindset or anything like that. But you'll hear coaches all the time say to shorten up your swing or quiet your movements. Don't reach back like that, or they'll put limiting beliefs like you can't hit home runs, or you can't hit the ball hard, you can't have a leg kick. And coaches say this all the way into the major league level. They try to limit big actions, or they try to kind of fit guys into holes where they're limited. Coaches will basically limit players based on what they think they can do. So I'm going to point out some guys here that have made some swing changes and become the best hitters that they could possibly be. And that means consistently hitting the ball hard, right? So I want you to look at this position here and look at the back elbow and the bat, right? So he's really loaded his hands and the bat much deeper, right? He's pulled his back elbow back towards the dugout behind him. He's loaded the barrel up. And from this position, he can hit to all fields with power. If you want more information on that, check out my hitting positions video. But I want you to look at how he's able to launch this swing. This ball's on the outer half on the right. He's able to not pull off this ball at all, right? So you can see he opens up his chest farther on the left, and he's pulling sideways rather than coming underneath his head and finishing out towards the pitcher on the right. And that's more of a result of the position that he gets to more than anything. This position where you load your hands back like this, I call it hiding the hands from the pitcher. That allows him to create tension with the back leg and have the back leg pull his upper body through the swing. It also allows him to swing with better direction. So his shoulders are a little bit more counter-rotated. He set everything to hit more to the opposite field. And from that position, you can hit the ball on the outer half and you can react in. Whereas the position on the left, where his hands are a little farther away from his body, from that position, you haven't set yourself up to really create power to the opposite field or keep the hands back in case of an off-speed pitch. So from there, really, you're just pushing the hands forward or you're turning sideways with the shoulders. Whereas on the right, he's able to twist the bat underneath his head and finish out towards the pitcher with much better direction in his swing. So that's Matt Joyce. And as far as how we approach hitting, this is the case studies we need to be looking at. These are guys that proved that there's a best way to swing the bat. There's more in the tank for most players where they're just not maximizing what they're capable of. So we need to really know what that looks like. And a lot of coaches are against the leg kick. But really, we need to understand that these are the best hitters in the world. They're not freaks. They're not extreme athletes. Because there's been a lot of guys that come through the major leagues and the minor leagues who are big, strong guys. But at the end of the day, baseball is about consistency. So you have to find a swing that can consistently hit the baseball hard. And that's what this looks like. This is a swing that can consistently hit the ball hard. Not an overpowered swing where not huge actions. These positions that he's getting to, right? Look at the back elbow, look at the bat. Again, he's much deeper with his gather and his load, and allows him to create this early bat speed and do a lot of good things when he swings the bat. So what I'm saying is, don't limit yourself. Don't be afraid to load big and swing big, because at the end of the day, it's your career. And if you want to make it to the D1 level or the professional level, you need to be able to hit the ball hard. And if you're trying to cut down your movements and not load too far or create the shortest swing possible, a lot of these cues will ultimately limit your bat speed. And eventually you'll figure out that bat speed is what will get you to the next level. And it's not good enough just to hit the ball. You have to hit the ball hard to play at the next level. So don't spend your career not hitting the ball hard. Take big swings. And if you're going to fail, wouldn't you rather fail knowing that you're maximizing what you're capable of? Jose Bautista. So again, he gets to different positions, right? On the right, you can see his elbow is pulled back farther, probably even with the shoulder line. This is pretty consistent with all these guys. So they load deeper and they're able to create a deeper swing path rather than having to push or pull the hands or try to push or pull the bat across and into the zone. Sometimes you hear coaches refer to the strength of a player, and strong players should swing different than weak players. Or how it's different for kids. You can't teach a little league swing and then expect it to be a big league swing when he gets older. That's not going to happen, right? We need to be able to get to good positions as young as possible. It doesn't matter how old the kids are, how strong they are. The bat is all relative. The pitching is relative. They're using light bats. They're facing slow pitching. They are more than capable of getting to good positions and moving like these hitters. And if you look at the video enough and you look at the great hitters in the game, there's so much similarities that are happening. And these similarities just aren't being taught at the Little League level or any level for that matter. It's not overly complicated. It's not a strength issue. None of that. It's about maximizing our efficiency. So creating the most power possible, right? Obviously that should be a good thing, especially if you're a smaller guy, right? Ryan Braun is 190 pounds and he's one of the best power hitters in the game, right? So if we take a look at these guys, these smaller guys who are able to hit for power, that's your blueprint for these younger, smaller guys. That's how they hit, right? Is we take a look at this swing and how can we recreate these movements to become as efficient as possible. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe to the channel. This has been Sean Plouffe from Hitterish.com. Catch you next time.